where I'm at. Half a mile down. Holy moly. So we're going back now. These hikes are like fantastic. I mean, that stuff, look at here. That's where the drop is. It's basically over. I'll show it to you. I will show to you where this goes. Where goes gonna flip. Where you going? The edge. This is the way down. One step. Grass. Grass. Anyway, not time to meet the creator yet. The continuous mission into unknown galaxies continues with Dr. Arcturus Master Ra going down the windy roads of the subconscious mind of self, which is interesting. So these images are being shown to you to activate you, to get you in gear, get your batteries going. Action steps. Something in the woods. Where is it? Somebody is watching me. Anyway, see you on the next endeavor. I know they're close. Let's begin from the jungle into the world. Dimensions. Down the stairs. Giving you a little bit of me today. Trying to make it as sharp and present as possible. Or let's see if we can go to the jungle. Lighting changes, we know that. I will adjust accordingly, see what the camera does. Move the dot to where I'm supposed to be. Look at this here. This is what we had. Jungle is massive. Just wanted to see if they were undisturbed. This is more of a story of the sandbox. And I keep it brief. So these are like these sneak peeks for the brief things before the grand moment comes. The sandbox. I give you the bigger view. Sometimes we gotta walk out the jungle into the light. To find a path is not always easy because it's not always the brightest. Make this the game grid. 15 minutes of game grid fame is you have the power and the modality to change yourself and how you look at life. Nobody can do that for you. It is up to you what you make out of this. See, the sun is setting. The sun is setting and you hear that, dude. This is we're living in a crazy world. So this is the island. I want to actually sit with my back to the jungle, or stand with my back so you can actually see, because it's just like every morning I look at this and it's like I think like my optics is messing with me, or I think like I'm tripping. But I realize now when you're tripping, you're absolutely being naturalized. And since we're so denaturized and saturated with BS from the big cities, we kind of lose ourselves a little bit. And then we come to places like this actually to find ourselves. Again, to see ourselves out there. Basically, when I see this is me. This is the jungle. I'm the jungle. I'm a representation of that. Yeah. I mean, look at the clouds. You see this here? I mean, this. Oh, let me see here. Tough to move because the camera is kind of. Like, see these? Like the color spectrum is like the camera can't even catch what's going on. Let me see if I can adjust that. Okay, we're good. So yeah. Anyway, seeing yourself in life, seeing yourself clearly, not easy. Like I felt like sometimes, I don't know if that's an odd thing. As a kid, I always wanted to play on the side. I didn't want to be so much in the mix, even though we can be entertainers. We're cyber gurus. We're online. We do all that stuff, which I enjoy sharing that. And as a little child, I always wish that I have a medium so I can share what I feel with you. So this is kind of like a personal thing, like a convo. Maybe I'll sit down maybe for a minute so I can collect my thoughts. And this place here has me really thinking about myself, getting my stuff in order, putting my life in perspective, seeing the possibilities. I mean, I'm seeing these mountains here, and I think like it's like holographic. It's a lava rock and a volcano that exploded, and I see the canyon and a crater, and hopefully tomorrow we can drone that out and I can show you the Jurassic Park and Avatar type thingies where this kind of where the perspective goes with that you allow yourself for the greatness that is out there to perceive and experience that. So when I built my little sand castle in the game grid, I used a modification of a meditation that I invented myself, and I call it the sand meditation. Maybe if I have a chance or the opportunity at the beach, I will give you an example of what that can look like. And I bet many of you have never seen such an odd thing, but it can be done, and it has to do with earth and grounding and earthing and water body balance. I've experienced also a lot of people not having an emotional balance, but I also experienced within myself that I'm emotionally very balanced. But I'm Aquarian, so when a lot of static is being created around me, I can't help but defend myself with everything I got to have my freedom back. People tell me it might look like I want to control the world, but I don't wish to control the world. I want more for the world that it can control itself. Like the discipline. Like I can sit here on this rock, not go to the beach, sit here for months, sit in the rain, don't do anything, because I've acquired the discipline over time to do that. I don't want to be 21 years again and not having a clue what direction to go. Neither do I want to be 30, because I know what the struggle was for me, not in general, to trying to find my path. And what does the game grid teach me? It's like there are modalities that you need to find out. There's always a path. So when you look at the jungle, there's always a way, but the way is not evident. You know, property and a house and spaces that people build and places that are created by others are easy to see, but can you create a space and a place for yourself within yourself before that can even be externalized? That's the mission. That's the tough part. I wish for myself, I don't know how others feel, that I no longer have to defend my space where I feel my freedom disturbed. As we go through friends and things and mishaps, we are being diplomatic. But then I said that on my Facebook share, that I have friends that I remember to this day. One, his name is Philip, Kiki, Joe, and a few more. You know who you are. I don't know all the names. So if you've not been mentioned, don't take it personal. We never talked about race. We never talked about politics. There was actually no competition. You know, this is what you create. This is what I create. and we love our creation, and we compare our creations, and we say, hey, respect, and we bow. But I grew up in a world, even as a rapper, where people tell me you ain't shit, or, pardon my French, you gotta do this, or this is the better way, or this is the better way. You lack this, you need to do this, you need to invest in this, and I think this is all, what is that for? Where does that make sense? What's the equation here of telling me this if I'm not asking? So I learned my discipline as being psychic and empathic is, first of all, if I don't ask you for your psychic opinion, you shouldn't give that to me. So you can offend people by being intrusive and giving them what you think you know, you feel in the moment they need to hear. They can only hear that when they make the choice to say, well, that's what I want to hear right now. This is what I'm feeling right now. Everything else, it has to be felt. So speak when spoken to. Answer when someone asks you. And develop the discipline to do that accordingly. So we proceed to give you what you need. Look at this. I mean, I'm amazed that the camera even picks that up to that degree that you can see this. This is for you. Just want to explore a little bit while we talk. Yeah. Basically, the conclusion for this video is that be at peace with yourself. Love yourself. Let no one disturb that love that you have for yourself. And love to love. And you others out there, you know who you are. Whether you see it or not, I have love for you and I love you. You may never know. We may never talk. But I'm here. Look at this beautiful set. This is just insane. I don't know if I can walk through this here. Let's find out. Secrets, other secrets are. So I'm not getting any mosquitoes here. Otherwise I'm screwed. So far I'm looking good. This is a secret garden. Nice. I've got a long sleeves to go in there. I'm not trying to play myself. So, on that note, love you very much. Peace out.